Hey friends, so I've heard that you all have been making a lot of portrait drawings here lately in your regular classroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you out and help you all be able to make the best portrait drawings you possibly can, okay? So what you're going to need today is a piece of paper, a ruler, and a pencil. I'm going to use a black marker, that way you all can see it a little bit better, okay? But what we're going to do is you all are going to start with, you're going to draw 4 lines, okay, horizontally across your paper. Horizontally is a cross. So if we pointed to the left and then we pointed to the right, that's a horizontal line. So we're going to make 4 lines, I guess. They don't have to be straight. They don't have to be perfect. So when we make 4 lines, do you know how many rows that makes us? 2, 3, 4. Do you know how many rows that makes us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to make one more because this row is a little bit wide. All right? Just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to draw some columns or vertical lines. So if I point to the sky and I point to the ground, that is a vertical line. So if I point to the sky and then I point to the ground, that's a vertical line. Let's do it again. Point to the sky, point to the ground, that is a vertical line. Point to the sky, point. Whoa! I ran off my ruler. That is totally okay. What I can do is if I have a pencil, I can go back and erase that, right? And just draw another one. So, awesome friends. I now have my handy dandy chart that has a beautiful mistake on it, but that's okay with me. So what we're going to do, friends, is we're going to work on different facial features. So there are 7 different types of each facial feature. That sounds a little bit confusing, but I'm going to help you out, okay? So we're going to write a few words today, okay? We're going to write face shape. Okay, face shape. Then we're going to write eyes, nose, mouth, chin, and then hair. Okay. Now, there's usually about 7, sometimes there's less than 7, but there's 7 different types of eye shapes. There's 7 different types of noses, 7 different types of mouths, chins, and there's lots more than 7 different types of hair, okay? But if we can learn the basics of these, then we can draw anybody's face, right? So there's a few different types of faces. So there is a round face. If I'm going too quickly, you all can pause the video at any time, okay? Then there is a rectangle type of face. And I've rounded the edges. I didn't keep it very sharp, right? Then there's a heart-shaped face. Just like that. And then there's also this triangle-shaped face. Okay? If you all have more columns, if you want to come up with your own, that would be amazing. So for the eyes, I'm only going to draw one eye. I know we usually have 2 eyes, but I'm only going to draw one, okay? So when we draw eyes, I'm going to draw my messy mat here. So we usually have a curve and then a curve, right? Just like this, kind of like an oval shape. And then we'll come in with 2 C and a backwards C, and then there's usually a pupil, which is the part that we actually see out of, and that's the black part of our eye. So this part is the color part, and this part here is the white part. Okay? So I know we usually draw eyes like this sometimes. We're going to stop doing that. Or we even just draw dots. We're going to stop doing that too. Okay? So here's the first eye. I'm going to draw an upside down U. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to draw a U. I'm going to come in and I'm going to add a backward C, a forward C, and a dot in the middle. Okay. Now, I can add all kinds of different detail if I want to. I can add eyelashes. I can add some wrinkles if I want. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the next one, okay? This time, I'm going to keep it kind of pointed a little bit high. And then I'm going to make a really big U shape. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Come in with the C in the backwards C. But this time I'm going to make my pupil really, really big. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to come above it, kind of make like an eyelid line. Okay. That one looks a little bit angry, doesn't it? Okay, friends. Now this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have mine slanted downward. Okay, just kind of a straight line. And then I'm going to come in with a rounded U shape. Now, for this one, I'm going to come in and I'm going to add the rectangles like this. Or little triangles, I mean, not rectangles. Right? And then I'm going to add a big pupil. Again, just like that. Right? And for this one too, I'm going to add an eyelid line. Okay. And then I have one more. So for this last one, I want you all to come up with a different eye shape. Alright guys, so for my last eye, I kind of made mine look like he was like kind of squinting or like kind of really, really confused. Okay? So we're going to move on to noses. And remember, if I'm going too fast, then you all can always pause the video, okay? And I hope you all are following along with this. That way you can have this awesome chart for whenever you need to draw portraits again. Okay? So, for noses. Noses are kind of hard. So, and it's different angles for noses, but we're going to try our best, okay? So the first nose I'm going to start with is rounded, okay? It's going to be a little funky, I promise, but it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm going to have my nose rounded, or this nose rounded, and then I'm going to have two nostrils in it. So this is kind of if we're looking at from like if you're short and you're looking up at someone, you can kind of see their nose that way, okay? And then the next nose I'm going to draw is a C and then a backward C shape. And then I'm going to draw a U shape, okay? Then we can come in and we can also have kind of this L-shaped nose, okay? And for the last nose, I want you all to come up with an idea. All right, friends, so for my last nose, it looks a little funky and I'm not sure if I like it or not. So I might try to keep practicing on my nose, right? So I might try to practice on my messy mat that I have here. So let's see. I think I like this one a little bit better. This one kind of looks a little more like a nose, doesn't it, than this one. But that's okay. I can always practice, and practice makes perfect, right? All right, friends, so we're going to move on to the mouth. And remember, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause it, okay? But for the mouth, most people want to start with the top part of their lips and then the bottom. But I will tell you, if you start with the middle part of your lips, it's always easier. So if you start with the middle part of your lips, where your lips touch, and you have that going the direction that you want your lips, it's a lot easier. So, for example, if I want to smile or have a little smirk, right? I draw where my lips touch. And then I come in and I add my top lip, and then I add the bottom part of my lip, right? And then I have a cute little smirk. Or if I want to frown, right? Come in and add the top part and then the bottom part of my lips, right? Or if we just want really, really big lips, lips kind of have like a wavy motion to it. If I want big lips on my character, I always kind of draw the bottom lip first. That way I can see how big I need to draw the top lip, right? Now for the last one, I want you all to try to draw a set of lips for me. I did forget to tell you about something. So what if you want your teeth showing in your lips? Okay, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to have kind of like this for my top lip, right, for where my lip should touch. And then here's my bottom, where my bottom lip should touch my top. But there's a gap in between them, right? So then I can come in and add teeth, just like that. Okay? And remember, if you need to pause the video at any time to catch up, you are more than welcome to. So we are going to move on to chins. Now, you would not believe how different chins can be. It's crazy. So we can have a chin that kind of looks like this. Or we can have a chin that comes down, just like this. And chins kind of have a lot to do with our face shape too, right? Or sometimes our chins have some dimples in them, right? Or our chin might come down like this here. So there's all different types of chins. Now for the hair, I want you to practice different types of hair that you see, okay? So I can start with a head shape here. And my mom has super duper curly hair. So I might come in and add lots and lots of curls, right? Now, my sister has bangs, so let me show you a secret. So I'm going to draw the bottom part of her face, but then she has side bangs. I'm going to come in like this right here, like flattened out U's to draw her hair. That way, because if I didn't do that, it would look, if I went ahead and drew her whole head, and then I came in and drew her hair, it would look like she has a brain cap on, right? And we don't want her to look like she has a brain cap on. We want her to look like she has hair, okay? And then we might have some swooshy male hair, right? And then we could even have spiky hair, right? So there's all different types of hair. So now you have all different types of things that can help you draw an awesome portrait. So hang on to this for the next time you have to draw like the main character from a book in your homeroom classes. You can always come through and try to pick which one matches your character the best. Okay? Have it happy making, and I'll see you guys later.